Good day, everybody. This is Charmaine Miller, your running partner on this journey of continual learning and personal growth. I'm so glad you tuned in once again this week. Obviously, you're like me, you're addicted to learning. Yeah, that's a good thing. Now, as we gear up for the start of a new year, can you believe it? A new year is on us again. Can't believe it. Well, I thought I would take this opportunity to nudge you a bit further, regarding your own growth. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, I've been nudging you all along, but I want to go a little bit further, and I want to dare you to think of one thing, just one thing that you can change right now that can make a significant difference in your life. Now, I'm sure a lot of you, as soon as I said that, some of you started thinking about those elaborate things like taking out an expensive gym membership, signing up for the next your next degree program, or maybe even buying some sophisticated techie gadget designed to keep track of your important events. Nah. I'm not talking about such things at all. Quite the opposite, actually. I'm here to talk about those simple tweaks that yield massive benefits. Yeah, they yield significant progress, and guess what? They even allow you to have and experience great productivity. Yes, it's possible. Just as simple as a hole can sink the Titanic, the opposite is true. A simple positive change can set you afloat and help you to move quickly in the right direction. Right? So this reminds me, thinking about the Titanic, it reminds me of a funny quote, but it's a truthful one that I read about change and the Titanic. It says, never be afraid to try something new. Remember, amateurs built the ark. Professionals build the Titanic. So what are you afraid to change, huh? Don't even have to worry about being a professional. Exactly. So begin thinking about those small tweaks that you can make, all right? Perhaps for your health, you may want to start drinking a bottle of water as soon as you wake up in the morning. Or perhaps make it a quest to make at least 12,000 steps every day. Now, for some of you, that might be an easy thing. Like my daughter says, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But for others, that might be a huge thing. 12,000 steps a day. Or maybe you may even want to try eating one fruit and a raw vegetable every day, for your health's sake. For my fellow educators listening in, you might be considering perhaps a small thing like grading those essays first, rather than pushing them to the bottom of the stack and leaving them for last. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Or you may even want to make it a point to just call every student's name for something positive every day, to help build rapport. Simple little tweaks. Now, maybe you're a school principal or a leader in your office or somewhere. You might want to consider giving a word of commendation to several members of your staff every day, or try it every week. Try one person every week if that's a tall task, until it becomes a daily habit. Think of someone who needs an encouragement or needs some commendation. That might be a good change you may want to consider. Maybe you may want to even think about relieving one of your teachers, or try putting relieving one of your support staff for 20 minutes. Do that once a week. Just these small changes, they can make a world of a difference and can set you up for greater success. Now, let me give you 3 guiding principles I want you to consider as you think about the small or simple change that you can make right now, because these things can help you to make a big difference. All right. So first thing, and these are all M's today. First, I want you to see the change as a minor modification, rather than some major overhaul. Now, perception is everything, and perception is your reality. So sometimes you may need to add something, take something away, put it in a different location, or even find a different use for it. Just small changes like that. All these are just adjustments, just alterations or tweaks. If you see them as such, then the change doesn't appear as daunting. You begin to see it as doable. Like, yeah, I could do that, Think about the new versions of cars that come out each year. I was thinking about that. Many of them only have minor changes, They might have a different shape of the lights, a smaller bumper maybe, or slightly more storage space. But yet still, guess what? The next year, that increase in price of the vehicle goes up. It's really high, isn't it? So just those minor changes added great value. That's the kind of value I want you to be looking at for yourself too. So begin to view the idea for change as a minor modification. Second principle I want you to think about is make the needed mental shift. See yourself already carrying out this small change and doing it on a consistent basis. Yeah, begin to visualize it. Maybe even affirm audibly to yourself. Visualize and of course verbalize so that you can actually materialize. Yeah, I'm on a roll today. Begin to visualize it and even affirm, make your affirmations that you are consistent at performing it. Whatever it takes, just begin to focus on it mentally. As you know, what you think about, you bring about. What you focus on will expand. Yeah, you know the proverb, as a man thinketh, what is it? So is he. Yeah, you get the idea, right? Now, whatever you do to get your mind into gear, just know that it must be a conscious effort in order for the change to bring true transformation. The final principle I would encourage you to adopt is one of movement. Excuse me. Now, my regular viewers know exactly where I'm going with this, right? Action improves your satisfaction. Yeah, you got to get started. Start with the change right away. Don't write it down as some distant, far-off plan for next year, for next month, next week, or not even tomorrow. Start it right now. You see, talk is cheap. My mama said, but money buys land, right? Faith without works is dead because nothing happens until something moves. We need that something to be you. That's because the secret of getting ahead is getting started. Maybe you need to adopt this song as your mantra. And I love this. Every time I hear it in the cartoon, I get excited. I like to move it. I like to move it. Yeah, so there you have it. No more dreading, setting, or achieving your goals. You don't have to dread that process anymore when you can make small changes to get you on the way. Just remember these 3 sweet M&Ms, the M&M principles, as you figure out what small change you need to make. First, see the change as a minor modification. It's no biggie. You can handle it. Secondly, be sure to make the mental shift needed. Speak it, visualize it, embrace it. And finally, just move. Get moving. Jump right in and kick procrastination in the teeth. Yeah, it is my sincere hope, ladies and gentlemen, that this video has motivated you to make the most of the little changes in your life. If it did, feel free to share it. Tag friends, subscribe to our YouTube page, Proactive Skill Developers, so that you can catch all our upcoming videos. We would love for you to take a few seconds and just type a little note on our channel about your simple change that is making a big difference for you. We always appreciate hearing from you. In the meantime, let's keep learning and growing. Because what we learn, becomes a part of who we are. And like Einstein said, once we stop learning, we start dying. So never stop learning, because life, as you know, never stops teaching. Until next time, to your success.